the Trevor Jackson podcast.
You know, I remember when Dr. Umar first went on the Breakfast Club, I was rooting for this brother, man. He was talking about opening schools, educating the youth, teaching black folks about their roots, their heritage, and things like that. And he had been in school for a long time. I wanted to see him win, and I still want to see him win. I'm not a person that's a hater at the end of the day. But Dr. Umar went from an educator to a content creator. That's all I view him as now. So I see everybody talking about this situation, this important PSA that he put out on his channel about his finances and him being hacked and finessed. And he's asking for more contributions. I just want to get into the content, react to the content, and see what's going on. I ain't going to speak maliciously about this brother because I reached out to him multiple times to create a conversation because there's some things that I want to ask him and get his perspective about. And he charged me a price that was very reasonable for how viral he has been. Very reasonable. But we just couldn't get the timing together because I'm a weekend creator. He's a weekday creator. Some creators are different. Some people who do this YouTube thing, do this podcast thing, this streaming thing, have different times. So you may not be able to collaborate with the people you want to. And I really want to hear his perspective because he speaks things that is interesting. I like the snow bunny conversation because I'm a man that loves black women. I love all women at the end of the day. Nothing against snow bunnies, but I feel like it's important to show the people that's like you, that come from the same background as you, love, and to evolve with them and to leave generational wealth to like-minded individuals, that people that come from the same struggle as you. So I agree with them on the snow bunny complex. The Pan-Africanism thing, I ain't identifying with all this shit black folks identifying with. Muslims, FBA, Pan-Africanism, you know, they turn everything into something that they want to feel included in instead of, you know, having knowledge of self and uplifting family and loved ones and stuff like that. That's what I'm about. I'm not really into the the organized foolishness. Let's get into the conversation, though, man. Let's get to it.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifa Tunde Oguntade. Intercontinental Ifa Tunde RB Jesus. Coming to you live and direct from Philadelphia. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my continental Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Australian Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Caribbean Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Africans in Europe and Asia. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Brazil and my South American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to Panama and Costa Rica, my Central American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Canadian Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my New York, my Carolina, my Texas, my Phoenix, my Philly, my Jersey, my Maryland, my Baltimore, my Georgia, my Florida, my Arkansas, Alabama, Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City Africans. It's your big brother King Kong. I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I'm only going to keep you a few minutes. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars. I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th. Only to discover that I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank, and the bank told me that my personal account as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation.
You know, this nigga always repeating himself. It gets annoying. Everybody don't need you to repeat yourself. We get the point on the first time. I know what you're trying to do by repeating yourself. You feel as if the people ain't hearing you, so you got to repeat yourself to make sure you get heard. I heard you, nigga. You know, no definitive timeline is interesting. That's why I stopped it. I was writing it down, taking notes of everything because, you know, if you've been with this bank since 16, you got a personal relationship with these people at this bank. When you call the bank, you should be able to ask for somebody that you personally know that's been working at the bank for 15, 20 years. You got personal relationships with people. I've been with First Tennessee Bank since I was 12 years old. I still got money there. I still know people that work there, and I ain't lived there in a decade. So you should be able to speak with somebody specifically. You know, that really caught my attention. And he said they're giving him no definitive timeline when they will fix it. It's also interesting, man, because you get a timeline. They can fix it immediately. They can fix it 3 to 5 days. They can fix it for a week. They just got to see what fraudulent activity has been occurring. This school, I just want to talk about this school for a minute because I'm rooting for Dr. Umar. Because a lot of people ain't. The question I was going to ask him if I was to get him on the podcast was, what is the lectures that's going to be taught in this school? I need to know. Because are you speaking specifically to the historical context of black people? Are you going to see, school to me is to help you evolve in life later on down the line in life. If you ain't managing your finances accurately, your accounts being frozen, suspicious activity is occurring on your accounts, and then you jump on the internet to talk about it, to let the world know that that's what's going on, how can I trust you with my kids or some kids that's going to help them evolve in life when you can't even control your finances, dog, and you letting the world know that? If I was to send my son or daughter, I don't have kids, but if I was to send my son or daughter to your school, I would want you to be able to teach them on how to advance in life. When I look at you on the internet, even though I still want to talk to you and I'm not speaking maliciously, I love some of the things that you speak about, but by you turning on your phone, talking about somebody hacked your account, you know, fraudulent activity, my account frozen, they don't know when they will be able to fix it. I don't like that, man. That is personal business. That's not the world business. Let's go.
We'll conclude. If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told that the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th, that's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. So y'all know my I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account. And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense.
Educate me in the comment section, y'all. Who is Medea and Pastor Bussy? Why is he calling people by their names, like not by their real names or government names, but calling people out of their names? Medea and Pastor Bussy. Please don't tell me he's talking about his daughter and calling her Medea, calling a child out of her name that you created. That's wild. Help me. Educate me in the comment section, please, because this is getting weird.
Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDMG, you must send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved. Hold off on all FDMG Academy money order and check donations until the situation is resolved. If you want to make a donation to FDMG, send it through PayPal. Right? PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. If you want to make a donation to the school, hold off on checks and money orders until we find out what the hell is going on. The bank is investigating the fraudulent attempts on our account. If I find out Medea and Pastor Bussy had anything to do with this, I was told that they can be arrested for federal offense. Now, with that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist.
This sad. This is upsetting to see somebody who was a potential leader, a potential spokesman for the culture, a person who says that he wants to open up a school but doesn't know how to manage his finances. It's saying that he doesn't have any money, and if you will help him out with some spare change. Oh my God. That sounds crazy to me. Because, I feel like a person who should open up a school or want to open up a school, I know he wants to open it up with solely black finances, with black people investing and donating into the school so it'll feel like it's ours. But you could have been, I can open up a school right now and I can go get a loan. I don't have to do everything You know, you got to embrace the American way. If you want to do it, you can't do it your way. You got to embrace capitalism, embrace the credit system, embrace the loan structures and all of that so you can be able to do what you got to do to be able to help others if that's what you genuinely want to do. But listening to this brother, man, asking for, some assistance from the people that support him, it's going to get to a point to where niggas on YouTube and content creators, y'all going to have to go get a job. Man, y'all going to have to go get on that forklift, go drive that truck, go sweep the floors or something. Because this ain't it. Asking for donations and begging for donations and stuff and assistance on the internet, that's not it. This not a good look. When you're supposed to be a leader, you're supposed to be a person that is pushing the culture forward and pushing the kids and stuff forward with education. I could be wrong in this, man. I want to know y'all perspective. Am I spot on or am I wrong? Educate me. I just want to learn. I'm here to learn, but this is sad, man. Real talk.
PayPal.me/UMARTHEPSYCHOLOGIST. PayPal.me/Umar the psychologist, or hit my Apple Pay using my cell number 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. I've never asked the people for $1. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I've only asked you to donate to the FDMG Academy for Boys. I don't have any sons. I have 2 daughters. So the FDMG campaign is a selfless project, mission, and service to provide our boys with the
I got to rewind it. I only have boys. Hold up. Let's go back.
Ask you to donate to the FDMG Academy for Boys. I don't have any sons. I have 2 daughters. So the FDMG campaign is a selfless project, mission, and service to provide our boys with the education that they deserve. But right now, I don't have any money because my account was frozen by my bank because someone has been trying to hack into my account, hack into FDMG Academy account. So the FDMG Academy account is frozen. My personal account is also frozen. That means we're going to lapse on our utility bills. We're going to lapse on our internet bill. We're going to lapse on a lot of our bills at FDMG. The bank is not giving me a timeline as to when this situation is going to be resolved. If I don't have Cash App, nor does FDMG have Cash App. I do not have a Cash App. I only have Apple Pay and PayPal. If you can spare a few dollars, send it to my Apple Pay, 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858, or my PayPal, paypal.me/Umar the psychologist. Although Leo season is off to a rocky start, brothers and sisters, we will overcome. Shout out to all my donors. Newark, New Jersey, I'ma see you. Nat Turner, I'ma see you. Mobile, Alabama, I'ma see you. New Orleans, Louisiana, Hurricane Katrina, I'ma see you. Kenya, January, I'ma see you. FDMG is coming. We just got to lay down on floors, brothers and sisters. Lay down on floors, and we applying for a certificate of occupancy. I don't have any money in my pocket because my account is frozen. If you could send a few dollars to Dr. Umar for Apple Pay or PayPal, I would greatly appreciate it. Black Queens forever. Snow Bunnies never. Enjoy your weekend. Leo season forever.
I'm going to cut it off, man. Sometimes I get fatigued with these individuals that's in this space of content creativity. When I create content, I speak about the culture. I speak about black topics and stuff and unification, a lot of hip hop topics and things though, but I never personalize what I'm doing, how I'm living, how I'm obtaining finances, because that ain't none of y'all business. Real talk, that's not none of y'all business, man. And if I ain't got it, y'all ain't gonna give it. If I got it, y'all don't care because I ain't giving none away. But he was talking about a building that only need floors that he's been working towards almost 15 years. Why you got utility bills and internet in a place that isn't even up and running? You shouldn't have those type of bills. You should have money in multiple places, my opinion, if you're a leader and a teacher, because that's something that needs to be taught. I'm not I don't consider myself a leader or a teacher though, but I have money in multiple places. I have physical cash, physical assets. Y'all never see me coming on here asking nobody for nothing, ever. Or even not talking about, I got the Cash App down there at the bottom of the screen, but I don't tell y'all to donate. And I would appreciate if y'all would to see me evolve. But Dr. Umar, this is nasty, man. It might be time to fast from the internet, my nigga. Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning into my show. Let's further this conversation in the comment section below. Man, this is sad. Peace, love, plenty, abundance. Make sure you go get you some money. And I'm gone. But before I go, Umar, if you need 500, come chop it up with your boy on the Trevor Jackson podcast. I got you.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.